Ever since the first time I made this couscous salad, it's been my fiance's most requested side dish. It takes a little bit of time, but it is still really simple and so delicious. It's been warming up in LA, so I thought I would make it as a surprise for him with dinner. I love that I can get most of my ingredients at Trader Joe's, except I do make a special trip to the grocery store for these white wine balsamic beets when I don't have any homemade pickled beets left on hand. Jesse usually finishes those within a week, so it is pretty rare to have them lingering around in the fridge. Once I finish dicing my cucumbers, I add some sprinkled tomatoes. I love that they're so tiny and add the perfect amount of brightness in each bite, so I usually put in 2 of them. Once the couscous was done and I made sure the saltiness was perfect, I set that in the fridge to cool down. You have to take it out and stir it a few times to keep it from clumping together, but since I placed it in a wider bowl, it seemed to really help with that this time. I had some downtime while my couscous chilled, so I decided to pour myself a drink while I waited. Jesse came home while I was still cooking, so when I told him I was making his favorite side dish, he got pretty excited and we ended up having a little dance party. He doesn't like to make videos, but he always supports me if I'm making one, which I think is really sweet. After having some fun, the couscous was chilled, so I added my veggies in and gave it a good mix. I love how the beets turn everything this rich raspberry pink. Maybe I should have called it a Valentine's Day salad. Once the balsamic was tossed, I added crumbled goat cheese to give it a little tanginess. I think the most dangerous thing about this salad is that once it's perfect, it's really hard to stop eating. The true test to know when you've got anything perfect is when you can't help but do a little ditty when you taste it. I couldn't help but to keep up my camera filming in front of the bowl when I left the kitchen because I knew what would happen as soon as I walked out. If I didn't stop him, I'm not sure we'd have any salad left for dinner. But it really does warm my heart and make me so happy to see how much he loves my kitchen creations.